Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Put a Ring on in Season 2, Episode 7. Let's get into the foolishness of this episode. Y'all know first things first, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also sign up and sign up and subscribe to my backup channel, JLeesCorner Talk. Okay, the link to this is also in the description box below. Y'all know we need our backup channels. Go ahead and subscribe and watch and all that good stuff and whatnot. Okay, y'all know to like this video, comments in the comment section. Also, you can hit the little share button to share it on your social media, to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, and also always inhale and exhale because it's the thing to do. Okay, and y'all know to follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner on IG. On Twitter, it's just JayLeesCorner. And so that is that. Okay, do not forget to like and subscribe, It is 4:20 in the morning, so do not judge me and how I look. Okay, yeah. Okay, two ponytails, leave it be. I just had to pull it up in some kind of way to get on camera to do this review for y'all. Okay, happy Saturday, because I know I'm gonna be asleep when y'all watching this, but happy Saturday. Okay, anyway, so we see the episode picks up right where the last one left off, with Sean changing his mind and deciding to go on a second date with old girl. Now, last time he said, I don't want to do it because I don't want to make you feel. Oh, I got a picture. I don't want to I don't want to make Lorana feel like I'm picking anyone besides her. But when Nicole said, well, no, you can't be out here making those kind of decisions. You have to do what you want to do without being fearful of what you could do if you do what you wanted to do. Okay? Catch y'all know what I said. Anyway, so that's fine. So now, LaRonda picked a second date with her dude. So now Sean also has a second date with his. Alexia did not want a second date with her guy. Darian has to go talk to Kai. Girl, Jesus. And both Eric and Jessica both agreed to go on second dates with another date with their people too. And Dr. Nicole say this week's thing to do is have conversations about what your vision of marriage is. Okay, you got to figure it out because again, so many people plan a wedding without planning for marriage. I just said that to my friend, not my friend, to a coworker because it's a difference today. Because she's planning the wedding and I'm like, you got to plan for it, but also plan for that going on the marriage. So yeah. Anyway, we do see Eric. Now, Eric is going on a little date with Leilani and whatnot. And when Leilani gets into the house, Jessica was acting a bit jealous. Okay, but I'm looking like it does not matter because Eric did the exact same thing when her date showed up last time. So it's weird how they both do the same thing but bring it up when the other one's doing it. I can't believe she's acting jealous. But you were acting jealous too last time, so what are you talking about? And so he then said, I don't usually see her act this way. I feel like she's uncomfortable because Leilani is so beautiful, sexy, and has charisma. I was like, you gonna call your girlfriend who you live with, who you supposed to love, uncomfortable around somebody else because that person is beautiful and sexy with charisma? I was like, Eric is a bit of an asshole, but I'm gonna leave that be. Now, I also feel like Jessica may currently be pregnant. The only reason I feel that way is because all of a sudden her confessional looks are only from the boob area up and not from the boob area down. And everyone else confessional looks is from the waist up. And I'm like, why? And then they had her put the same dress on, but it's changed up her hair and the jewelry. So I'm like, they probably did reshoots and could only shoot it from the same angle they did before and could not go lower. And I was like, oh, and on this picture right here, okay, this picture right here, the dress is a little bit looser. And on this picture over here, it fits a little bit more. And you can see a little bit of a belly right here, a little bit of that. So then I wonder if in current time, when doing the confessional, she's pregnant. And so that's why they're not shooting her from below her boobs. Because again, in the other confessionals, it was below boobage for her, okay? And also because her blonde hair has grown out. Usually when you're pregnant, you can't dye your hair. So, not saying she's pregnant because she looks. I'm just saying because of the way they're shooting the confessionals, I wonder if That's true. And again, when they usually have you do a reshoot in the same outfit, is to make it seem as if nothing's changed. But I'm like, her hair is different and her necklaces are different. Okay, so I knew it. Just the dress and the earrings are the same. Inspector Gadget. That's what I am. Anyway, but we also see on the date with Leilani, Eric and Leilani, they was like touchy feely or whatever. Even though he brings, I gotta remember, I got a girl, I got a girl, I got a girl. But you real feely, real touchy with her, and y'all vibing or whatever. And he also bring no. She brought up, Leilani brought up how if Eric did not stay with Jessica, she would be willing to date him. And I was like, okay. Now he even asked her if it was at the house. Jessica was like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, I'm an esthetician. Oh, you do like facials? She's like, yeah, I do facials. Okay, yeah, you can book us for a couple's facial. She's like, well, no, I can book him. I can do his facial, and then he can book you one. And I was like, girl, don't do that. And then when Jessica said, well, no, I do everything here. I would make his appointment. I'm looking like, well, plan your man. But again, when Leilani said, I wasn't weirded out because I don't really entertain pettiness. I'm like, well, it was petty, but I'm like, it's just weird. But anyway, Leilani and Eric Day, it was fine. I didn't listen that much. It was just a regular, I like you a little bit or whatever. You cute, you dangerous girl. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get me in trouble, but again, a little touchy. Feely. Okay. Now we do see Dariana and Lexi sitting around the house chit chatting or whatever about what marriage looks for them. Now, Darian brings up how, he cut Kai off for a few reasons. Okay, there was many reasons why I cut Kai off, but the main reason is that Lex, okay, she sees us working again, and so do I. So the reason I let Kai go was because of that. Okay, I want to see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to focus on that. I want to focus on me and Lex. I'm like, you are lying, okay? I'm like, whatever. And so when they both talk about marriage or whatever, he brings up how he doesn't want to get a title of a husband, and then all of a sudden they're not fun no more. The fun part of their relationship go down the drain. Now I'm a husband or whatever. He also brings up how he wants them to have a kid because a kid would be fun. I was like, kids are not fun. The kids are hard work. Kids will drive you crazy. So if y'all not doing good now, you should not ever add a kid. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't the fuck. Anyway, he also brings up how he tells us that he's marrying her because she wants it. Okay, and happy wife, happy life. So if it makes her happy, I'll do it. I'm looking like, who said to somebody, I'm only marrying you because you want to get married? I'm like, you should want to marry her. They're kind of stupid, okay? Now, she tells him how she needs him to be more supportive. I need you to be supportive like a good best friend, like a really good friend or whatever, that's always supportive of a person. I need that for you. He said, okay, I get that. I need that for you too. I'm like, sir, shut up, okay? Now, he also brings up how he has not seen any kind of successful or a good example of a marriage because in his family, it's all fucked up relationships. But you can tell because it's only a person who has not seen the proper love and affection of a relationship will be on and off with someone for 14 years, and within them 14 years be doing all kind of fuck shit here and there and everywhere, and even on the show. So you can tell he don't know no better. He shook as a grown man, but he's only seen bullshit and fuckery, and so that's what he does. Anyway, now he brings about even with his grandparents how they were very like violent. Okay, violence, and whatever. I was like, wow, okay, fix it. Now, Alexa brings up how recently he's been more romantic. He's been nicer. Okay, it's like a whole different girl. It's amazing. I like that. I think we're moving towards marriage. He moved to stop. The fact that she's saying currently at that point in time he's being better to her. Ask yourself why. Just ask yourself why. Now, when Jessica had a little conversation with Dr. Nicole, to me it wasn't much, but I picked up because I wasn't listening that much. It was too much conversation with Dr. Nicole, really. She brings up how the reason she seems so defensive, the reason she always like want to fight, is because growing up she was bullied for being, lighter skins, a different texture hair. So people bully her based on how she looks. So she had to fight a lot. So it's like when when Eric comes in with bullshit, I'm, ready to defend myself. And so that's why it's always back and forth, because of what I endured as a kid. And I wouldn't say, well, girl, get over it, because again, it's a learned trait. However, I do feel like at a certain age, you have to realize you're not a kid anymore having to fight to defend yourself in your relationship unless he beating you. And in that case, run. Okay, anyway. But again, I like how she knows that's her trigger. And that's why she does it, so she can eventually fix that or whatever. Now she also felt like I just wish he would trust me, because if I tell him, I went out to eat, but I waited until I got home to eat my food, he'll say, "Man, you lying." So she's like, she wished he would trust her more. And Dr. Cole then said, "You do realize that you do that. The first time I seen you do it, because he said something, your exact response was, 'You're lying.'" She's like, "So you both mirror each other. You both do shit, basically, and then you accuse the other one of doing it, not knowing you do it too." Okay, you don't even realize it or whatever. So you know what I'm saying. If you're doing it because your guard is up, and if your guard is always up, you can't feel love the same way you can't be hurt. And I was like, that's a good analogy. Okay, people want to protect themselves, but sometimes you protect yourself from the one thing that you want, because you're trying to stop the one thing that you hope doesn't happen. And sometimes you gotta get hit sometime to heal. Okay. Anyway, so I like how she told her, you have to be the best you that you can be, so you can be the best thing that happened to him. Because if you good, then him having you around makes him good. And I was like, spit that spit. Okay, spit that talk. Anyway, we did see Sean go on a date with Tyree, where she's at. I felt like she had too much going on. It was all the rings on the fingers. It was the bright green nails. It was the extra earrings. It was the pretty dress with a lot of ruffles. It was also the nose ring. Not saying she looks bad at all. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it was too much for my taste. Okay, the earrings with all the rings and the nails was too much for me. The earrings entirely was too much. Okay, I think the earrings could have been more simple. I love the green nails. I think she need maybe just one ring on each hand, not a ring on all fingers. Okay, it was too much for me. The dress was amazing. Her shoes were amazing too. But I'm like, up top, it just seemed too much. Anyway, so they on a date. Wasn't listening. Well, listening, because he likes her, but he keeps bringing up how, what I'm saying, in this process, because she like, I came here because I want to know up front that I'm dating a man got a girlfriend, versus me dating someone in real life and not knowing. I know up front, he not really mine, but I can see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, well, I guess that's a smart thing to do. And so they were having a good day to get or whatever, but he like, his thing was, um, I've gone on enough dates with people to know I don't want to keep going on dates. I only want to be with Rhonda. So, I don't want to get to know and like someone else, because all I really want to do is be with her. And this is the crazy part. We know that because again, he is the one, I believe. This is the weird part. No, he was the one who wasn't wanting to be married because he's not financially, straight or whatever. So it's weird that he like, all I want is her. Well, then why wouldn't you marry her? And I feel like now she's the one who's a bit more hesitant and not really pushing for marriage. I was like, because that man's crazy. Anyway, we then see that all the men meet up with Dr. Nicole, and I'll take it off here for a minute. And when they all meet up, whatever, I was listening because it was random chit chat about what's happened already or whatever. But what stood out to me was, when I think Eric or maybe when I brought up how, you want to be open and honest and communicate with your girl. Okay. And sometimes if you are expressing your feelings, they may say, well, man up. You know what I'm saying? Man up or whatever. And Dr. Nicole brought up how, that no one should ever tell you to man up, as if expressing your feelings means you're less of a man. So anyone who does that to you is being disrespectful. Okay. So it's great. It's okay for you as men to express yourselves in your feelings in your relationships or whatever. And you need to be compassionate with your partner because they need compassion from you. Don't be so hard. Okay, don't be hard as a rock. I mean, sometimes be hard as a rock, but not when the feelings, you know what I'm saying, is being expressed or whatever. And again, you do not have to man up, okay? And when Darian brings up how, Alexia told me that, you know what I'm saying, if I don't propose by the end of this season or this show, she's gonna basically leave me and say, I don't want that to happen. So can you, talk to her, okay, to get her to understand that, just because we still fixing things don't mean we should end things because if we still fixing it, it's not fair if she wants to end things when we not done. I'm like, fixing what? It's been 14 years. You know how many months and hours and minutes and seconds is in 14 years? Okay, you know how long 14 years in, even if it's on and off 14 years. And he at one point says to the guys how, Ricky bring up how, she's so I know it froze, so I'm gonna start over. But his point was I hate when do that because it throws me off. But how what was I saying? I forgot. It's stupid, so stupid. I hope I'm back on now. I think I am. Let's hope I can wrap this on up before it gets too bad. Anyway, Dr. Nicole's point was you cannot want me to force her to want to keep going on this merry-go-round with you. Okay, it's been 14 years. You can't keep trying to fix it because that's what you've latched on to make it seem like you have to keep working with me because I'm working on it, but you not. Okay, but you not. And like it was bullshit. And I appreciate Dr. Nicole for reading him for filth about wanting her to help him keep her spinning. No, nigga. Okay, she's like you are the only one in charge of opposing her. You asking her to marry you is on you and you only. And if you don't do that, she has a right to leave. And I was like, yes. Even he said she read me filth. She did. And she should again. Okay. Now, next up, the end. Okay. You got, look, Darian meeting up with Kai. And I'm going to say this. When Kai walked up in these duct tape shoes and this wrestler onesie, I said, oh, it's gonna be some bullshit. Okay. I was like, she came dressed for the bullshit. I swear them shoes, I don't care how fancy them shoes is. I don't care if them is Jesus sandals from the Gucci store. I don't like them. They look like duct tape shoes, okay? And it is a wrestler's onesie. Okay. And I ain't saying her look, I ain't saying that she physically looks any kind of way. Them are duct tape shoes and a wrestler's onesie, okay? So, they beating up the chick into chat. Okay. And I feel like Kai said it's been 10 days since I last seen him. He ghosted me. He ain't called, he ain't text, nothing. Okay. And he's sitting there looking like, please don't tell on me. Look me in my eyes. Look at me. I'm saying to you without saying out loud, please don't snitch on me. Let me be. Don't tell on me. That's the way he was looking at her with his eyes without saying a word. And she knew he was saying, don't snitch. She just didn't care. Okay. Now, his thing was, I brought you here because I wanted to talk to you face to face. I did not want to be disrespectful. Okay. Well, you already been disrespectful. Okay. It's been 10 days since you last talked to me. Okay. You on some bullshit. Now, he brings up how some things that transpired over the past 10 days and saying, and I really needed to make things right with Alexia. I wanted to make Alexia feel better. Okay. And now, since telling her that I'm not going to go out with you, my house has been peaceful. Okay. And I want to keep my house peaceful. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm ready to say. Oh, so I'm supposed to take one for the team? Is that what you said? And I'm like, she was really sitting there like she a player on the team and she's a newbie. You just met this man, but we know why she act like that. Okay, she was acting like a woman scorned. She was acting like the man she'd been fucking is playing her to left, and I was like, oh, okay, we know what's going on here. Okay, now he brings up, look, I'm just trying to mend things with my girl. You see, I'm just going to give her all my time, give her all my attention, so me and her can keep mending the problems that we have and be better. She then said, oh, but y'all been having problems. Okay, y'all, you not dating me fixes me, but y'all still have issues. He's like, well, yeah, okay. And she then say, well, have you told her about, spending time with me? Okay, have you talked about that? And what about the thing that you were saying to me? He said, well, no, I have not told her that because that would not make my situation better. Again, he's saying her words with his face without saying it. Please don't tell on me. Saying, have I told her about us spending time together? It's already stitching a little bit, but no, I have not told her that because that won't make shit better. And I'm like, ooh, she gonna tell. And she then said, when you was alone, you would call me to cover your ass, okay? But you never care about my feelings like I do. I do, girl. I am here because I care for you, girl. I care about your feelings, okay? And I am here for closure, okay? For closure, because at the point then with me and you, I wasn't mentally right. I wasn't all the way together up here. I mean, I am now. But back then, I wasn't in the right headspace. You know what I'm saying? I'm more clear now. So the past 10 days, I got more clear in what I'm going to do. Oh, okay. So you know what? You worried about her finding out about me. That's what it is. But you wasn't worried about her when you slept with me. I said, oh, God, Jesus. He was like, I said, when he said, because he was praying, she did not say that the whole time, praying to God that she did not say, well, you did not worry about her when you were sleeping with me. Okay, she then said you wasn't worried about her when we were having great sex. Cheers to closure. I was like, I'm telling y'all, when she came in these duct tape ass shoes, okay, and this bodysuit by WrestleMania, I said she's coming here for violence. Okay, she came for carnage. That's what she came for. And she sat there the whole time looking like I'm gonna read you without saying too much. I'm gonna just say out loud that we had sex. I was like, this fool had sex. Now this only season 2. Season 1 was crazy because we felt like the dude, what's his name, Michael and Shay, we felt like Michael was on bang old girl. I think him and Shay might have banged together. I don't know. But I feel like, what else was this season, the fact that someone had sex with one of the women he was dating on the show, then did not want to see her no more, ghosted her for 10 days to have to then talk to her, and for her to say I was like, oh, I'm not surprised though, but there it ain't shit. Anyway, that was the whole episode. I apologize for the pauses. Sometimes StreamYard be on some bullshit. Please do not forget to like the video. Like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, to follow me on social media. Boom, boom, boom on Twitter and on IG. Subscribe to my other channel. Okay, channel. JLeesCorner Talk. The link is in the description box below. And other than that, I will talk to y'all later. This episode was like crazy. But until next time, y'all. Peace.